channel, and right now, things are really fucked up. That's a nice way to start, isn't it? The last 2 weeks have been hell. Let's just put it that way. And right now, my computer is fucked up. I don't know what the hell's going on. The internet won't come on. I don't know if it's a virus, but I'm just really fucking frustrated right now. But nonetheless, we're going to do a live stream. Because last week, when things were really awful, you guys made me feel better, so I don't know what's wrong with this computer. Fucking stupid piece of shit. Anyway. We stopped. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm rating my own videos here. The ones I've made in the past. Hold on a second. Alright. Had to clean my glasses. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We stopped at the Beach Boys. So here we go. The Beach Boys, you know, I made 3 Beach Boy videos because their history is so long. So you just got to, I had to divide them up. So the first one, I have to rank it as a 3 as far as, 3 about as far as success is concerned. It did pretty good. As far as how I personally did, I would say 2. I think it did all right. I am not in a very good mood, unfortunately, but I'm going to try to move on for you. The next one was 28 Days Later. And basically, it was 28 years later, but I just took the whole franchise and I stuck them all together. I just said a little something about all 3 of them. And it got a lot of views, but I didn't get any subscribers. So if your videos don't get any subscribers, they obviously failed, in my opinion. So as far as success, I guess I'll give it a 2 because I did get a decent amount of do a flip. I don't think so. Anyway, guys, as far as success, it did okay. As far as how I personally did, it was okay. So I'll give it a 4 overall. Yeah, and my fucking computer won't work. Ugh, so fucking irritated. Yeah, I'm not in a very good mood, as you guys can tell. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my computer, but it's simply not working. And I'm just frustrated. I don't know if it's a virus. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's not working. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I got 978 as of right now. Had 979 this morning. Some asshole unsubscribed or something. But anyway, just keep that in mind. I'm trying to get to 1,000. So, but if you're not going to stay subscribed, don't waste my time. I'm a little grouchy today, as you guys can see. Oh, my computer is not working. I subbed to make you your goal. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. -1 subscriber. I am out of here. Okay, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Beach Boys 2. That was like the Pet Sounds era Beach Boys. I would give it... Yeah, I know. I could tell that guy wasn't serious anyway, so whatever. But anyway, it was about the Pet Sounds era. It did a decent job, so I'll give it a 2. Obviously, it's a scale of 1, 2, and 3. What you gonna do about it? Well, first of all, I'm gonna flip you off because you're an asshole. Anyway, I would give it a 2 as far as how successful it did. It didn't really... I didn't get any subscribers, but I got a decent amount of views, so I'm going to give it a 2 for that. As far as how I personally did, it was just as good as the rest, so I'll give it a 2 also. So overall 4. The 6 is as far as you can go. And Chi-Chi tells Goku she's pregnant. This was a funny kind of comedy video. It did pretty good. I mean, it got 2 subscribers, got over 1,000 views. For me, that's pretty good. What's showing the middle is a big no-no. Well, I don't care. Anyway, where was I, guys? Chi-Chi's no, it's Chi-Chi's that tells Goku she's pregnant. Overall, it did a pretty good job. I would give it a, honestly, as far as success, I'll give it a 3 because it got over 1,000 views, and that's a lot for me. As far as how I personally did, I did pretty good, I guess. I'll give it a 2, so overall 5. 6 is obviously as good as you can do. Next is, do you know? No. You mean? Thank you, Dave. You're a nice guy. I appreciate it. My life fucking sucks right now. But anyway, I appreciate Dave. Thank you, man. All right, next is Jaws. Jaws, it did all right. It got a decent amount of views. It got 2 subscribers. Jesus loves you. Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of love right now, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Ava. That was nice of you. But anyway, what's wrong with your life right now, if I may ask? Well, there's a lot of things, guys. First of all, I didn't come here to do this, but I guess since you asked. Well, first of all, 2 years ago, there was this girl I was dating, and I thought she was the one. You know that whole story. She left me for another guy, and they're getting married, so I'm not very happy about that. It's not that I wanted her back because I didn't, because I hate her now. But I hate that she won, you know? She ruined my life, and then now she gets to get married and get what... And basically, my life sucks anyway. I'm 37 years old. I don't have a wife. Probably won't ever have one. Thank you, Clash. Are the sunglasses because of drugs? Fuck you. And anyway, I haven't been sleeping very good. My channel lately, I've been struggling with the channel lately. Even though I know you're probably saying you're close to 1,000, what are you complaining about? But inside seems kind of sus. Let's see if I can... Yeah, that guy, he needs to go F himself. Anyway, just trust God. His plan is always right. Well, I wish that was true, Ava. I don't really believe it, but that's nice to hear. Thank you for... Try me. Let's see. Put user in time out. Yeah, I'm sick of that guy. Maybe that'll keep him out. They say anger is like drinking poison and expecting it to kill for your sleeping problems. Maybe try taking... Or... yeah. And my computer... That is how I do run this channel. It's not working. I don't know if it's a virus, but... And I tried the online dating thing, and it did not work out. And I'm just really frustrated right now. But anyway, thanks for everyone caring. Anyway, back where I was. Thank you. Thanks, Ava. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Clash. Thanks, Yellow Tears. Thanks, everyone, for listening. I appreciate it. But my Jaws video, I pray for you to get... Yes, I would like... I don't want a girlfriend. I want a wife. You know what I mean? I'm too freaking old to... You know, I'm too freaking old to play games. I'm ready for the... I just want the real thing and to be done with all this drama. But, anyway... Jaws. It was a good my Jaws video. It was decent. I mean, it got 2 subscribers. I did okay. I would give it a 2 for each. Basically, for this kind of thing, a 1 means it sucks. A 2 means it did okay or it's good. 3 means it's great. I think overall the Jaws video was pretty decent. I'll give it a 4. Next was my Chucky video. How old are you, if I may ask? I'm 37. Yeah. Bro, you have come a long way, and I know your pain, but you know every married are sad too, by the way. Yeah. Thanks, Ashley. How you doing? But my Chucky video, as far as how I personally did, I think I did okay on that one. I'm not as huge a Chucky fan as other people are, but I would give it a 2. I think I did a decent job on that one. But as far as success, you would probably think I would give it a 3 because it's my second most viewed video. It got 4,000 views, but the audience retention was awful. So, but then again, I got a lot of subscribers. So it's like the people that actually watched it liked it, but there wasn't that many that actually sit through it. So I will give it a 2, and I'll give it a 4 overall. Next was my Tupac video. And I love Tupac. He's the best rapper that ever lived, in my opinion. That one, the video did okay, but the shorts I made out of it were great. So I will give it a 3. I think that was one of my best videos, I think. But overall, since I only got 1 subscriber out of it, I have to give it a 2. So I would give it a 5, which means it did pretty good. However, my Superman video, you know, that new Superman movie came out, so I did it. I thought, well, Superman's maybe it's hot right now. And I'm not a huge Superman fan. I'm more of a Batman and Spider-Man guy. But I thought, you know, Superman's in the news. Maybe I'll get some views out of it. But nope. Until recently, it was my least viewed video. It really did a lousy job. I thought I did a decent job on it. I give it a 2 as far as how I did, but no one watched it. It only got like 62 views. It failed miserably. So I have to give it a 1 as far as success. So not one of my better videos. Probably one of my least. Yep, and my computer is still not working. Pissed. Keep them comments coming, guys. As long as it's not that asshole humanoid or whatever his name is. Okay, the Star Wars... No, it was Revenge of the Sith. That one was very disappointing because I thought it was one of my best videos, if not my very best video. I give it a 3 as far as how I did, but it didn't have much success. So I have to give it a 1 as far as that. So that was a big disappointment for me. I thought it deserved a much better fate. Obviously, Revenge of the Sith is the best of the Star Wars prequels. It's not even close. That one's almost as good as the original trilogy. So, yeah. I thought it would, and I went into a lot of details about how Anakin turned into Vader. I thought I did a great job on that one, but it didn't get watched and it didn't get any subscribers. That was a disappointment. So, overall, I guess I give it a 4. Would you rather be Jason the Killer or Ghostface the Killer? I would rather be Jason. Because Jason, you know, he's one of my favorites. He's second to I Have a Girlfriend and we do fight sometimes, but we always make up in the end. Well, good for you, man. Your life is better than mine, apparently. My life fucking sucks, but... Anyway, the Star Wars Holiday Special. Now, it did okay. I didn't expect it to do so good. I own a Walmart. That's nice. I didn't expect it to do so good, and it did better than I thought, so I guess I'll give it a 2. As far as how I did, that was the first video I did where I actually did all the music myself. Basically, there's a keyboard here, if you can see it. And I did a little, I was in a band in high school. And of course it went nowhere, but I did a thing on the keyboard, and I remembered it all these years later, and I did it for the background music, and I happen to think it's a pretty awesome main score music myself. But anyway, it didn't get any subscribers, so it can't get any more than a 2. But as far as I did, I guess I'll give it a 2. It's on the high of the 2 though. I love Walmart, by the way, Tristan. So I guess I would give it a 4 overall, which means it was alright. You should stop streaming and come to my so I can give you free stuff. Where do you live, man? Everyone knows Ozzy, the legend. He died. And I did 2 Ozzy videos. The first one was Black Sabbath. Obviously, Black Sabbath was the first metal band. Ozzy helped create heavy metal with that band. And that one was strange. As far as how I did, I think I did a great job on that video. I give it a 3. That's as high as I can go as far as how I did. Vegetarian or vegan, neither. I can't, neither. I'm not into veggies. But, anyway, where was I, guys? The Black Sabbath one was weird because it got a lot of likes. It got 10 likes, but it didn't get any subscribers, and it didn't get a lot of views, so that was kind of disappointing. So overall, I have to give it a 1. Are the rumors true? What rumors? I don't know. So I guess I give it a 3. Overkill. What's overkill? Jake Paul, or Mike Tyson? I don't know. You know what? I'll give it a 4. I think I did. It got a lot of likes, didn't get a lot of views, didn't get any subscribers, but I did a great job on it, so I don't. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. Next is Godzilla, and this is basically, I just reviewed the original OG Godzilla from 1954. Obviously, I grew up on Godzilla, and I love Godzilla. That one did a good job. As far as how I did a good job on it. I give it my performance on it a 2. But as far as success, it got 3 subscribers, and it got a lot of views. So, yeah, it did a great job, so I guess I'll give it a 5, which means it was a pretty good video. Next is my Ozzy Osbourne video. Would you rather be stronger than anyone or the smartest in the world? I would rather be the strongest, and let me tell you why. The smarter you are, the more miserable you are. It really is true. Ignorance really is bliss. I mean, I don't know. I don't mean this in a derogatory sense or anything, but if you, anyone know anybody who's retarded? Do you know anybody who's, we still having guys? Do you know anyone who's retarded, who's unhappy? I don't. But I know a lot of smart people who are miserable, so I would choose to be strong myself. The Ozzy video, it was disappointing. I thought I did a good job on it, but it didn't get many views, so I would give it a 2 as far as my performance, and I'd give it a 1 as far as how it did, so that one was kind of disappointing. How do I stop being afraid of women? When you figure that one out, let me know, man, because I would like to know the same. God, women, I mean, no offense, but gosh, they are scary, man. It's like, you want to spend your rest of your life with them, but they freak you out, man. I understand. Hungry Garfield, I gotcha. Bringing the... You know, here's the thing about women, guys. I'm going to go on a little rant here. But, as far as, you know, gay guys, you know, as far as sexually is concerned, I really don't understand how a guy would want to do it with another guy. I mean, if you're into that, that's your thing. I'm nothing against you. But I don't understand it myself personally. But on the other hand, emotionally, I actually think, yeah, I actually think that men are more compatible with other men. Don't get me wrong, I am not into dudes and never will be. But sometimes dealing with women is like a minefield. It's like you just don't know you're really not sure what they want. Sometimes there's an old saying, that you what's the word I'm looking for? Men marry women hoping that they'll never change, and women marry men hoping they will change. I mean, it's not that there's anything wrong with that. They just got, men and women are just so different. They're really not very compatible, And dudes, I mean, gay guys, they want something and they go get it. There's no like mind games. You know what I mean? So I actually envy gay dudes in a way, because it's like it seems like they have a lot less drama. So is this your way of saying you're gay? No, I am not gay. I'm just saying I can understand emotionally why guys are gay. But how do I get girls but I'm like really fat? I don't know, man. It's weird because I'd prefer to be asexual. I can understand how dudes become monks because they just get tired of the drama, It's like they don't want to get it on with dudes, but they're also like, man, women, and I just can't understand them, so they get married to God. I guess it's weird. Kicks out during jazz hands. Let's turn to God, explain the whole. Anyway, let's get off this topic. It's freaky. But women and men are just not very compatible. I mean, they just fight all the time. That's just my personal opinion. Don't get me wrong, I want to get married and all that. I look like Han from Stray Kids. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but anyway, moving on. That kind of got off. That went down the rabbit hole, didn't it? Okay, speaking of gay stuff, Tchaikovsky. Obviously, the classical composer Tchaikovsky was gay. So I did a video about him, and he didn't want to be gay, so he was very conflicted about it. It didn't get a lot of views. I thought I did a good job on the video personally, but it didn't get a lot of views, so I would have to give it a 3, which means it was okay. The Cosby Show. I know Bill Cosby's a pervert. I'm not. By the way, is there any gay people on this live stream? I'm not meaning to. Yeah, Bill Cosby. I know he's a pervert, don't get me wrong, but I still love this show. And, I didn't get any subscribers, but I got a decent amount of views from that video. I thought I did a great job on that video, actually. So I give it a 3 as far as my performance, and I give it a 2 as far as how it did. So 5, pretty good video, actually. Anyway, the next one is Hitler. And basically I did a series called Portraits of Evil, where I basically talk about mass murderers and serial killers. It really didn't do it. I'm not sure I'm even going to continue doing it because I haven't had that much success with it. But I did 2 Hitler videos on there. And man, YouTube is so prudish. I mean, these are not pro-Hitler videos, by the way. Hitler was an awful person. I'm not praising Hitler. Can you rap? Yo, 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 I take you to the stove. I went up to your mama and she said, no mo. Yeah, that took a dark turn. Yes, it did. But anyway, Hitler, I made all my Hitler shorts, they got flagged. And all I did was say what Hitler actually did, which was obviously awful things, but I was just being historically accurate. And they kept acting like I was praising him or something, which I did not do. So, anyway, my shorts got sabotaged by YouTube algorithm. I thought I did a great job on both of those videos. Neither one of them did particularly well, though. So, I give myself a 3 on both of those videos, and I have to give won for how they actually did. So I guess I thought the videos did good, but I didn't get near as many views as I wanted for either one of them. Next is The Substance. That's a recent body horror movie with Demi Moore. And it got a subscriber, and it's got a lot of views. But that was kind of a half-assed job because I just kind of put it together. It's a movie that I liked, but I didn't love, so I didn't put that much heart and soul into it. So I think I did an okay job. I give it a 2 as far as how I did. But as far as success, so I give it a 5 overall. Basically, I'm ranking how I felt like I did the video personally and how it did, like, success-wise. Next is Hellraiser. That was one of my best videos. Hellraiser, obviously, that's a classic. Say I would get screwed up from that, but nah. I did end up getting screwed up, but it wasn't Hellraiser's fault. But Hellraiser, man, it's a classic. It's one of my most popular videos. I think it got about 6 subscribers. That's a lot for me, so I would give it a 3 as far as success. As far as how I did personally, I would say I think I did a good job. I don't think I did a great job, but I did good. So overall, 5, a really good video. Dahmer, that was my second part of my Portraits of Evil series. And Dahmer is really famous or infamous. So that was by far my most successful of my Portraits of Evil video. So I give it a 3 I give it a 2 as far as success. I only got, I'll give it a 2, a high 2 though. And as far as how I did personally, I think I did a great job on that video. So I give it a Ty Roofies You Just to Play. Anyway, I give it a 5 overall. Next is Andy Griffith. That's why you should subscribe to my channel, guys. My channel is the only place you will hear about serial killers, Dragon Ball Z stuff, horror movies, and old sitcoms. So subscribe to my channel and stay subscribed. But Andy Griffith, it did okay as far as an old show goes. I give it a 2 as far as how I did personally, and I did a 2 as far as success. It did a decent job, so I give it a 4. The Dr. Dre, the next video is Dr. Dre. And that was one where I got hate mail from some guy. He was a big Eazy-E fan. And I like Eazy-E too, by the way. But he said, yo, Dre, he's a phony. He ain't real. Eazy-E's the real homeboy. And at first, and I debated this guy over and over again. And at first, it was humorous. But after a while, he just would not shut the fuck up. So I just got annoyed. So after a while, but anyway, it did a pretty decent job. I think I got 2 subscribers out of it. I would give it a 2 as far as success, and probably a 2 as far as how I did on it. So 4. Next is Will Smith. And I know Will Smith is a joke now, but those of us who lived through the 90s, he used to be the coolest guy in Hollywood. He was a good rapper, a little cheesy with the solo stuff, but I still grew up on that solo stuff, so I still have warm feelings about Will Smith. Obviously, The Fresh Prince was an awesome show. Man in Black is a good movie. Independence Day is an awesome movie. But basically, I just went over how, basically, his wife ruined his life and ruined his career. So it's basically, it's a little bit of defending him, a little bit of cursing him, a little bit of everything. But it did a good job. I give it a 2 as far as how I did. And you know what? I'll give it a 2 for the success. So 4. Which means it did good. Next is the Ty Cobb. And Ty Cobb is a baseball player. And the reason I did a Ty Cobb video is because he's one of my absolute favorite players. But besides that, a lot of people say he was a racist, and he actually wasn't. He actually got smeared after he died. So, basically, I defended him, talked about his career, but also talked about how he wasn't a racist and how he deserves a better reputation. That was one that absolutely tanked at first, and then it grew over time. So I have warm feelings about that one. So I thought I did a great job on that video. That's one of my best videos. So I give it a 3 as far as how I did, a 2 as far as success, so 5, which means pretty good video. The Dark Knight, obviously The Dark Knight. That is the greatest Batman movie, the greatest superhero movie. It's got the best Joker. And basically, I talked about the movie, but I also went over, I especially went over Heath Ledger's Joker. That was basically the main theme of the video. The audience retention was awful on that one. But I did get a subscriber, success. I have to give it a 2. I thought I did a great job on that one. I thought it deserved a much better fate. So I give it a 3 as far as how I did, and a 2 as far as success. So 5. Next is It. Stephen King's It, 1990. I say a little bit about the remake and the sequel to the remake, which sucked balls, but anyway, that's one of my favorite movies. When I was a kid, there's only 2 movies that ever scared me. The original Evil Dead and It, 1990 with Tim Curry. And that one freaked me out, man. But I still loved it. And that's one of those movies that I still love to this day. And I love that movie. I love the book, too. Even though the end is creepy. I thought I did a great job on that one, so I give it a 3. It wasn't near as successful as I wanted it to be, though, so I have to give it a 1 as far as success, so 4, so which means it did good, but yeah. Next is Scream, another one of my childhood favorites. I did all these last few in October. Scream, obviously, it's one of the best horror movies ever. It did not do as successful as I thought it should have done. So I give it a 1 as far as success. I thought I did a great job. I thought I did a pretty good job on it. So overall, 2, 3, it was just okay as far as success is concerned. Here is where the bad times come. Ted Bundy. I don't know if it was because he's a serial killer, which is really fucked up because I got more views on the Hitler video and the Dahmer video, and Dahmer especially is a lot more disgusting than Bundy, but for some reason, YouTube would steadfastly not promote my Ted Bundy video. And I thought I did a great job on that. I gave it a 3 as far as how I did, but 1. I mean, it didn't even get 60 views. I mean, it failed miserably. It was a miserable flop. In fact, I'm really not sure I'm ever going to do a Portraits of Evil video again because it failed so bad. Which is really a shame. So overall, I got to give it a 3. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That one, I got a lot of views, but I didn't get any subscribers. So that's really disappointing. So I have to give it a 2. As far as how I did, I went over not just the classic movie, but I also went over Ed Gein, the real serial killer who inspired it. I thought I did a great job on that video. I don't know why it didn't do better than it did, so I give it a 5 overall. This next one, my original idea was to do a Halloween, the greatest horror movie theme scores. But it just would not load. I don't know. I don't know if it was overwhelmed by how much it had to download or whatever, but it just didn't work out. So I just settled for just releasing the original Halloween theme song, which obviously is the greatest horror movie theme song ever. It did a great job. It got a lot of views, got a lot of subscribers. As far as how I did, I mean, I give it a 1 as far as how I did, because all I did was I just played the movie cover and put music on it. Not really much to it, but it was very successful. So I guess I give it a 4 overall. Next is it's a dual review of Insidious and The Conjuring, and I basically compared the two and said which one I thought was better. For the record, I think Insidious is a better film. It did okay. I mean, it got a subscriber. It didn't get a lot of views, though, so I guess I'll give it a low 2. As far as how I didn't do very good on that one, honestly. So I have to give it probably a low 2 on that one, too, also. So I'll give it a 4, so it did okay. Next is Alice Cooper. I did not get a lot of views on Alice Cooper, but everyone who watched it loved it, so I thought I did a great job on that one. So I give it a 3 as far as how I did. I give it a 1 as far as how it did. So 4, yeah. What is this one? I can't even read my own writing, guys. Alice Cooper. I don't. Crap, I can't even read my own writing. Anyway, I'll just skip that one. I don't know. I did a video on Kiss, the rock band. Obviously, the lead guitar player died. So I did a video dedicated it to Ace Frehley. And it got a lot of views, and it was pretty successful. So I gave it a 3 as far as success. As far as how I did, it wasn't one I mean, I like Kiss, but I don't love Kiss, so I didn't put my heart and soul into that one. So I give it a 2 as far as how I did. So overall, 5. Pretty good. Man, I wish I knew what I wrote. Yeah. And once again, my computer will not work. I fucking hate my computer. Eminem. I did a video on Eminem. And this is where, for some reason, YouTube is not promoting my videos anymore. And I think it's pretty fucked up. Just add that to my list of things going wrong in my life. But my Eminem video, I thought I did a good job on it. It absolutely tanked. It got no views. And YouTube did not promote it either. And it just frustrates me. It's one thing if you make a crappy video that no one watches. It's another thing when your click-through rate is good and YouTube just won't promote it. And for some reason, YouTube just quit promoting my videos. And yeah, I'm really frustrated about that. I guess I'll give it a 3 overall, but that one was disappointing. And last, but probably least, actually, is my latest video, Predator Badlands. And basically, I talked about the new movie, which I liked a lot. I saw it in theaters, and I talked about the series as a whole. And I'm not a huge Predator fan as a series, but I think it's gotten significantly better recently. Of course, no one watched my video, so it died a miserable death. And honestly, it wasn't one of my better ones, so it's probably one of my worst videos, because no one watched it, and I didn't really care that much about it personally. So I give it a 1 for each, so 2. That's one of my worst videos. And once again, my goddamn internet will not work, and I'm really fucking frustrated. I don't know if it is. And I also deleted a couple of videos that no one watched. Sometimes I just get really frustrated that I'm not getting any success, and then I just delete it. Does anyone else do that? I really wish I could remember what came after Alice Cooper. Oh yeah, the Halloween franchise ranking. That one was a disappointment. It got a lot of views, but it did not get... It got 1 subscriber, which that is not good. And the audience retention wasn't very good. I thought I did a good job on it personally, but it did not succeed, so I have to give it a 2 for each, so that's a 4. And basically, that's all I got for today. Does anyone else have any comments? Everyone just quit talking, guys. Come on, people, keep talking. I like hearing from you. I don't know, maybe I scared people off when I talked about all the creepy stuff. Sorry about that. I just went off on a tangent there. And I'm just really frustrated. My life sucks right now, and it's not getting any better, and I don't think it's ever going to get better. By your sunglasses. Hey, trust me, I would scare more people off if I didn't wear sunglasses. I wear sunglasses because I don't look good on camera. Does anyone else have anything else to say? I just really wish my frickin' computer would work. I don't know why it's not working. I'm really frustrated. My romantic life sucks. My YouTube channel's not doing as good as I want. Life just fucking sucks. Does anyone else here want to complain? I'm more than willing to hear it. I hate how I look. I hate how I sound. I'm 5'5", which means I'm short. I'm starting to lose my hair, so in about 5 years I'll be bald. I'm not very good looking anyway. I got OCD. My life just fucking sucks. Does anyone else? I'm more than willing to hear everybody's complaints. Let me hear it. Except for that one guy who I blocked. So I'm not going to hear from that asshole again. So this one has more cursing than any other video. I usually don't curse this much, guys. I'll give you guys a few seconds to let me, if anyone wants to say anything else. Remember, I'm trying to get to 1,000. So I would appreciate a subscription anyway. As long as you stay subscribed. If you're not going to stay subscribed, don't waste my time. Greetings from Scotland. How you doing, Andrew? Nice to see you. I really don't know much about Scotland, but I do like Braveheart. William Wallace was a pimp. Well, I'll say this one thing. Okay, go ahead, chick. Let me know. Anyone here wants to rant about anything? Their women treating them bad. Their lives suck. I'm ready. I'm willing to hear it. We can all have a therapy session together. More than happy to hear. And I might have a virus on my computer, so keep on keeping on. That's all you can. The front of my, because I can't afford, and it makes me. Yeah, I had braces when I was a kid. Anything else, guys? For God's sake, computer, work. I'm a contractor, and I have to come across as, and I do really. Well, you might get braces, but if you can't afford braces, oh yeah, you can't afford dental. I can't help you with that, man. I don't know what to say about that one. My teeth aren't the best. I mean, I had, my teeth were really crooked. I had to have braces when I was a kid. Anyone got relationship problems? I want to hear them. Because one thing I learned when I was going through my depression when that bitch left me, I watched Reba. And that's a show where Reba McEntire, her life just fucking sucks, man. Her husband leaves her for another woman, and the other woman's stupid. And her children give her problems, and everything about her life just sucks. And I don't know, just watching her, I could relate to how much her life sucked, you know? Sometimes just hearing from other people that hurt helps you, you know what I mean? I really strongly believe that a lot of people who commit suicide wouldn't if people would just listen to them. You know, like a lot of people, you know, the reason they kill themselves is because they believe no one cares about them, you know? And I know it's kind of dark. This is a dark live stream, but you know what? I'm in a dark mood, so that's how it's going to be. But I believe a lot of people kill themselves because they just want someone to listen and no one listens. So I'm willing to hear from anybody who's having a hard time right now. If you're having a good time, don't tell me about it because that will just make me jealous. But as far as dental work, man, the only thing I can think of for you is to get braces or something, and I don't know. I'm just saying we all just got to keep. Everybody tells me, and that's, yeah. Uh, it's hard, you know. Life sucks. I mean, anyone who tells you different doesn't know what they're talking about. I mean, there's some people who are lucky. Like Barack Obama, the ex-president, he's super lucky. That guy has everything he ever wanted. You know, I'm not going to tell you if I like him or not because I don't want to get canceled or whatever, but there's some people that they're like they got the Midas touch. Their shit turns to gold. Me, everything I touch turns to shit, so, you know. Uh I just don't know what else to say, you know. Uh if you pray for me, I guess. I mean, still can't get my computer to work. I'm hope it's just a glitch or something, but with my luck, it's probably a virus and someone's probably running around buying shit with my identity. Anything else, guys? I'll give you guys a few more seconds and then we'll close with that. Thanks for all the comments. Does anybody else got anything to say? Want to complain about their women or anything? I'm more than happy to listen to whatever it is. Well, I guess no one has anything left to say, so I guess I'll close. Thanks for watching the live stream. I hope I didn't depress you too much, and see you later on the Hillbilly Review channel.